welcome to the Tech Show. We're so excited about Eurobike this week. We've moved the show to a Monday, Rich.
Yes, mental. I don't know what to say about that, but look, we're going to give you an insight into everything that goes on at Eurobike and much, much more.
Yep.
Anna, for those who may not know, what is Eurobike?
Well, it's only the biggest bike show in Europe, Rich. It's basically where loads of brands turn up, and often we see new stuff we've never seen before. We see prototypes, and we see brands just launching stuff here. So it's a really exciting time for GMBN Tech, because that's what we like, tech for mountain bikes, and we'll go and seek it out. Well, Owen's going to be there.
He's there. He's our man on the ground, isn't he?
Yeah, so last year it was a place where we saw, well, the Camelback bike packing bags, which have only just launched now. We saw them last year. We saw that Hope drop a lever as well. Loads of tech from last year just released.
We did. We saw the Rock Machine bike with a floating shock mount to enable different eye-to-eye setups. Seamless right there, wasn't it?
Rich.
Yeah, also
that
the Gamex.
Correct.
Yeah, the Gamex race downhill bike with the pinion and
which
the
you're
electronic shift.
with?
Yeah, I rode that as a sick bike. Yeah, kind of all these sort of special bikes start popping up, don't they? You get a preview of.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more pinion gearbox bikes this year. That is my big trend that I'm expecting from this week.
I reckon.
We've also, well, you'll see in the news that actually One has just released a new frame for pinion gearbox, so you'll see that coming.
Keep your eyes peeled.
But also customness was Danger Homes stuff.
Yeah.
We saw loads of that.
Yeah, I mean, he's always working on something, isn't he? He's always got a trick up his sleeve or his super tight hot pants. There's always something going on there.
He's got a unique style, that is for sure.
It works for him.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
We also saw the Magura MCI cockpit, which was like this sort of integrated prototype cockpit. It was one piece that took your brake hoses into it, so they looked like everything was wireless. And that was 2 years ago. We still haven't seen that. Magura, what's happening? Although we have spied something on Instagram from Magura. Looks like, were you ever familiar with the old Gustav brakes?
Oh yeah, they got a new one.
Yeah,
the new Gustav Pro.
Potentially. So hopefully Owen will go and find those somewhere.
Yes, yeah, it looks cool. Do you know that was named after the founder of Magura?
Oh,
Gustav.
was it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, now you do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Should have saved that for the quiz.
Yeah, I should have actually. That's a really good question, isn't it? Damn it.
Oh well. I've also spied Williams Racing on Instagram have got this sort of double clutch conversion kit that converts a DT Swiss hub so that it will move. It basically, you know, like we've seen the E13 hubs. Where it kind of has potentially, exactly. So they've got a mod that you can put into a DT Swiss hub, like an existing one. And I feel like that's the sort of nerdy stuff we will see.
100%. No, we can only hope. We're not talking about Williams F1 team, are we?
No. Well, no. Don't think so.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because McLaren brought out an e-bike the other day. It looks a bit mental.
Oh, really? Have you seen it in the flesh?
Yeah. Not in the flesh, no, only pictures. But it looks mad. It's got like this integrated display on the bars. And
yes,
craziness.
of course.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just a taste of what you might see at Eurobike.
And the e-bike stuff is going to be mental. And I know you don't all care about e-bike stuff, but it is where we saw things like Shimano Di2, like the new one, which might come through.
Auto-shift.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And all of that sort of craziness. So,
eyes peeled, peeps.
Yeah, guys, let us know down in the comments below. Do you remember anything from our past Eurobikes? Is there something that we should be telling Owen to go and see?
Great
what
shout.
tent should he be going into? Let us know now down in the comments below. So before we get into the bulk of the news, I said I would take a closer look at those OneUp hubs, and here they are. So welcome to the hub market, OneUp, and for a first go, this is pretty awesome. So at 362 grams for a pair, that's lighter than the Hope Pro 5s, lighter than the Hydra hubs from Industry 9, lighter than the DT Swiss 350s and the 250s. So OneUp say that these are XC weight, but enduro strength will have how have they achieved this? Well, they've effectively simplified the internals. So less parts means less weight, but also it makes them really serviceable as well. So, well, let me just show you. If I take off these end caps here, no tools needed, and there's a double seal on the non-drive side here. Also, the free hub body is easily removable without any tools, so you can buy these and swap them out if you need to, going over to a microspline, for example. And if I take this ring off here, we can see there's a 44 tooth drive ring, so super fast engagement. Take that out and then take this spacer out, and we can see there's another double seal on the inside here, and you get quick access to the Enduro branded premium cartridge bearings, which means that they're pretty sealed to the elements. And when they do finally go, these are in standard sizes, which should be readily available in bike shops. So if you have a bearing float tool, then you should be able to service these at home really easily. Now, they're only compatible with 6-bolt discs at the moment and J-bend spokes, but that just sort of goes along with the ethos of these hubs being strong and really easy to work on. We've got a 7075 aluminium body here, which is light and strong, and obviously it's anodized. I've got the purple here, but there are 7 colors to choose from, and you even get the lacing pattern laser etched on the body of this, so it makes it nice and easy for wheel builders to work on and get you that perfect wheel set. I'm really impressed with this, and I want to know what you guys think. This is their first attempt. What do you think to the design? Will you be working on it at home? And if you had to choose a colour, which one are you going for? I'm pretty keen on that green, actually. It looks pretty sweet.
Nice, good to see hubs. Useful. I like the blue ones.
So he's a sub from GMBN, soz guys.
Hey, there is no denying that a hub is a very, very useful part of a bike, and OneUp make cool stuff, so I should imagine they'll be good hubs.
I know. What colour are you picking?
Blue.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's cool.
Oh,
I like a bit of anodized blue.
I thought you'd be an orange guy. Anyway. Into the news. So from Nicolai, we've seen the G1 refresh. So these are the German alloy specialists. You're familiar with Nicolai, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So they partnered up with Geometron to make the Geometron bikes.
Yeah,
recently seen the G1, which is like the new incarnation, which was super adaptable. It's got these mutators on it, which is basically different links. You can have different shock placements. You can change up the geometry. You can change up the travel. You can change up the wheel size. It's, mutation.
Okay. Is that going to be a new thing you think we'll see on bikes, is mutators?
Absolutely. Like
more adjustment?
So many bikes now have got like flip chips in the chainstays, flip chips in the linkages.
What's your thought? I mean, we're going to digress slightly. I'm hijacking the show ever so slightly. Let's go for it.
What's my thought on that?
Overly adjustable bikes. Now, do you think, like, I get it, but too much is unnecessary, I think. And I think a lot of people, myself included sometimes, fit and forget. So why not just make a bike that's bob on first time around? I
think I do use the different linkage on our Rallons to get different wheel sizes.
Yeah, but that's
so some of them are flip chips.
Yeah.
For that. And I did use the flip chip for the Spectral, the Canyon Spectral, to get it from slack to more
But why not just have the bike that's slack to begin with?
Because I used it for different things. Sometimes I took it to an enduro, and sometimes I just wanted to ride like trail on it. So I did flip it, but I don't think I would need a headset cup and a chainstay adjuster.
And then
that's
like certain bikes are coming with sort of varying stiffnesses. You can change the arch or the bridge on the back on the seat stay. So you can make it stiffer and bottom bracket heights and.
But I don't think I don't think the general person is doing this. But Nicolai, because they've got all of these adjusters, they've got basically a massive spreadsheet of like configurations in wheel size and travel and geometry. So if you wanted a custom bike off the shelf, off the shelf, you kind of could. They've updated it with like UDH, but they're still running external cables and all that. So, and you can have like single crown or dual crown. It's basically like an enduro bike or a downhill bike or a free ride. It's like whatever you want.
All right, next up in the news, the 1980s called and want their ski goggles back. Because Fox have travelled back in time with their new Pure View glass goggle contraption, Anna.
It's goggles, but for a half lid.
It's
it's 2005.
Yeah, it's like Enduro is done over a set of glasses, but we'll just smash the two together, see what comes out. It's like they've asked AI to sort of design the perfect Enduro goggle.
Well, maybe
that's what they've done.
Maybe it is perfect. I don't know.
This is they're calling it a glass, but it's their most breathable and clear glasses yet, with a high contrast lens, optimised sort of open face cam. It's like a slimmed down goggle. I'm not really for it. I'll be honest.
I don't mind it, but let us know down in the comments below. Are goggles and half lids still cool? I don't know.
You might as well drink decaf tea.
I don't know. Anyway, something I am into though, Rich, is this Aeroe Spider front rack. So I don't know if you've ever heard of the Aeroe Spider, but it's basically a rack that's specifically for full suspension mountain bikes. Unfortunately not, no. But it is good for full suspension bikes.
Okay.
So now they've made a front pack that kind of matches it because it's designed to work with front suspension, and you can basically change it up so you can have a cradler or a quick mount pod, so you can have loads of different
panniers
ways.
off the side of it and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that is quite fancy actually. I mean,
it's £95 just for the rack, and then you have to get the add-on depending on whether you want a pannier or if you want the cradle for a dry bag or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it. And
it's a clever solution, right?
Yeah, and definitely I'm all about that rear pack as well. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Hopefully Owen will spy some more, because we always see bike packing kit at Eurobike.
We do. They're bike packing, gravel riding, that whole kind of area is ever growing, isn't it?
Yeah,
so, I'm sure we will. Last, but by no means least, is a cleat tool from Crank Brothers. Now, it helps align your cleats, essentially, on your shoe so you can get the perfect position every single time. Quite a useful little thing, right?
Yeah, it's the little things that count sometimes, isn't it? You can kind of hold it so that it doesn't twist when you tighten up the bolts. I don't know if that happens to you. It does happen.
No, it does, especially when you start cranking them up really tight. So you nip them up, and then, if you see it twist, and then it basically puts it in the wrong position. And it is actually really important having your cleats in the correct position, because it can avoid things like cramps in your calves or sort of twisted, like knee pain if your feet are ever so slightly twisted. So something that sort of does that is quite useful. Yeah,
I had patella tendonitis in my knee for about 6 months because one of my cleats was slightly out.
Yeah, so it's twisting your whole leg ever so slightly, right?
I know.
Nice.
Anyway, that's the news.
Quiz time, people. All right, now last week's question. OneUp components were founded and are still based in what area? Anna?
It was Squamish in Canada.
What a place to be in.
And all of those winners are on the screen right now. And for you clever people next week, your new question is, where is Eurobike held? Is it Monterey, California? Is it Frankfurt, Germany? Or is it London, UK?
Yeah, the answer is definitely one of those three. 100%.
Okay, last week, Rich, we were talking about drivetrain protection and trying to, because Matty's broken his 10th
He
derailleur.
is an animal.
It is crazy. So Rydent says there's that Nicolai super drive that puts the rear triangle for more protection. Yeah, that was really interesting. We forgot to mention that. It's one of the things we saw at Eurobike, where they effectively split up a derailleur and hid it in the frame.
Yeah, no, that's a great way to avoid damaging drivetrains.
Yeah,
right?
For sure, yeah.
Right, next up, this is from Owen's How to Replace a Cable on a Bike with Headset Cable Routing. Now, a contentious subject for everybody out there, but at Johns9974 says, I will never have a bike with cables routed like this. Completely unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary. He's a man for wireless.
He's a practicality. Or just practical externally routed. But I mean, come on, John, they're not that bad, I promise.
Yeah, and then back on drivetrain protection, Jeff V says, forget protection. Poor design with this plastic supporting the middle on the body is rubbish. So he just wants more robust derailleurs. I mean, that's a fair shout, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean... cast iron one or something.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll see something. Maybe we'll see some new drivetrain Tech at Eurobike. And don't forget that Eurobike Tech will be on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday.
Oh, that's a lot of tech, Anna.
Triple Owen in 1 week. And then I believe it's you on Sunday, is it not?
It is, with my School of Shock videos. There's a Manitou have got a new fork coming. Eyes peeled, everybody. And I basically have done a School of Shock, an explainer, if you like. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, for now, thank you for watching.
Hey,
Bye.
Anna, thanks for having me.
Ah!
You just got stonemason hand.